Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here and welcome to my channel. This is KT Pita, and I appreciate anyone that is here. Good evening, Sasquatch. Good to see you, and thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Guys, anybody that's just joining in, this is my first time. I'm a little bit nervous, but I think I can get this. So, just a little jitters. This has been since 1984. I've been waiting for this moment. So here we go. All right. So just a little bit about myself. The first time I learned about a cult was back in 1984. It was my first time visiting Florida, and I was driving to Clearwater Beach, which many of you have heard of. So as we're driving by, I looked and I saw all these people all over the place, and I was like, what the heck is this? And the person I was with said, don't look at them, don't talk to them, don't say nothing. It's a cult. And that's the first time I can remember hearing that word. So we drive a little bit longer, and I turn around and I say, what are you talking about? He said, I'm telling you, it's a cult. It's called Scientology. And that's the first time I heard those words. Little did I know that all these years, I learned something new every single day. And, life in general can bring a lot of problems. There's different cults, there's different abuses, there's different situations, there's this, that, and the other thing. But here's what I would like to talk about tonight. I have been a viewer, or some people call a lurker, for many years. Never started a YouTube channel until now. Until recently, excuse me. And it was really difficult because I thought, after all these years of watching all the videos on YouTube, that I had to create my own channel and this, that, whatever. And that wasn't to be the case. I know that now, but you know what? That's okay. That's quite all right. So with that being said, let's get into it. I have definitely seen a lot of shit going on. And I try to always put things polite as possible. But all this nonsense and tit for tat is just getting on my last nerve. I've had enough. And I always try to be polite. I always try to look at the other person's side. But a lot of my contributions is through commenting, posting, sharing, telling people, hey, if you need help behind the scenes, let me know. I'm very limited at what I could do. Just to share a little bit, I've had medical issues for quite some time, and the state that I live in does not give a damn. I was recently denied of, it's a little hard to discuss. I've been recently denied for disability, which is some shit. And it's been a struggle. And no doctors will help me because I don't qualify. I don't have insurance. I digress. That is my reason why financial problems have kicked in, and I do not have my, per se, boots on the ground. To all those that do, I commend you, and I wish I was out there right there with you. So whether you're in Europe or Canada or the US, there have been times where I had 6 or 7 tabs open on my computer, and I'm looking and I'm trying to be supportive and paying attention and chatting and, sharing and liking. And it's exciting. It's been that way for me for a long, long time. But again, getting back to what I wanted to start with tonight, I wanted to start more on a pleasant note. However, it's just too much to choose from. So here we go. All right. Thanks for being patient with me, guys. The cherry is being popped tonight. And before I get into it, I just want to give a great thanks to everybody. So, again, thank you. Good to see you, Sasquatch. Scooter Mom, great to see you. Sir Crepitus, thank you. I like the variety. Let's keep it going. All right, so, and I'm Italian, so when I talk with my hands and somebody tries to sit on them or hold them, I lose train of thought. I can't speak. Oh, do me a favor, guys. If the audio, this is a new thing for me. If the audio, if I'm speaking too loud or it's muffled, uh, you know, just let me know. I don't want to continue and sound like an ass. And Sir Crepitus, I appreciate you. Yeah, stay. I know everybody's got a life, but okay, okay. Thank you. All right, Scooter Mom, thank you. Sir Crepitus, my first live. I won't, but I'm gonna ask: is it the top or the bottom? All right. Okay, guys. All right. I'll stop fucking around. Here we go. All right. All this nonsense and tit for tat. Ugh. All right. So I had to put this on the side so that I could read it so I don't fuck up. Okay, asking questions. There is nothing wrong with that. But how about this instead? How you present the questions or asking the right questions, I think, is key. Okay. Now, I want to stop there really quick because of the fact that a couple of people I have definitely asked, the translation has gotten lost in chat because they can't hear me, just like when I'm chatting with you on your channels. You cannot hear the tone. Things get misinterpreted. They get lost in translation. And of course, there's 1,000 of us and only one streamer. They can't get to everybody, and shit just gets messed up. It's natural, right? This is why I love talking with people, because they can hear me. They can hear my tone. If they have a question, then I get to address it. Or if they have a comment, it's more personal. Okay. All right. So, with that being said, again, going back to how about instead how you present the questions or asking the right questions. Number one, when it comes to the cult of Scientology, these are the questions that I decided to put for everybody to see. Number one, how many ex-members have you helped? Don't ask who. That's none of your business, okay? Number two, how many have you helped escape, leave Scientology? Again, don't ask who. That right there is, again, none of your business, okay? What a lot of people forget is that not everybody wants to talk about it. I mean, if they've experienced trauma and they're afraid of fair gaming, they're afraid of being harassed. I mean, who needs that extra bullshit, right? Who needs extra shit in their life to just be piled one on top of the other? Okay? It's like, God forbid, a death in the family. Give them some space, give them some time. Give them, everything to readjust. It's not an easy thing. Okay. Number three, when it comes to the foundations, okay, again, how much have the funds gone to travel expenses, housing, education, government documents, etc.? And what I mean by this is a budget breakdown, if you will. Okay? These guys right here, this is fair questions. This this, this is a thing, okay? When I speak, I am speaking for myself when I take a step back. A lot of you have seen me say I needed to step back, take a step back so that I could come back. Okay? And I strongly believe in that because when I'm hot, a lot of the times you can't reason with me. I don't talk to me, don't touch me, just get the hell away from me. I don't want to be bothered. Okay. And questions, again, yes, they are good, but not everybody gets the context of that question through chat. Attitudes can fly, there could be misconceptions. It's all, I don't know, guys. It's just the way I see it. Okay. And again, I include myself. All right. So we left off at the breaking down the budget, which is fair questions. Also, let's see. Number 4 has a. Oh, sorry, guys, I lost my train. Okay, number 4 has a plan of communication been set into action in regards to how the foundation will pay for things as a third party, meaning rent, education, medical appointments, stuff like that. Because let's face it, you know, um, things can get botched up. I mean, people in the real world, right? How many of you have gone to a doctor, had an appointment, right? You get there, you have insurance, which is a blessing, and you get there and you do the routine, the bullshit paperwork, yada, 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 right? Next thing you know, okay, the doctor says, hey, Pita, you need to be scheduled for X, Y, and Z. Great. Insurance says they're going to cover it. And then to turn around and find out you thought insurance was going to cover it, but they don't cover it. Then where do you go? Where do you go from there? Not everybody is skilled and educated on things like that. I myself am not. I'm a dumbass with that. I got no clue. I haven't been to a doctor and a real doctor in God knows how long, let alone had insurance. Okay. So, number 5, are there representatives at the foundation to assist the people in person to go to appointments that, excuse me, they're not sure how to handle it or what the process is? So, again, getting back to it, people that are escaping the cult or have left the cult and need help, they've already been out maybe 5 years, 10 years, they still may not know how to function in life. It would be great to have somebody by your side to be there in physical person to walk you through it, right? I mean, who wouldn't want a helping hand? Who would not want a helping hand? All right. So before I continue, I'd like to also thank all those who are just joining. SJ, thank you. Good to see you. Pinche Becky, 0F's given. Híjole, mira eso. Welcome, Miss Becky. Scooter Mama again from our lovely friends to the north. Always wonderful to see you, and especially my first time. And Pup Groomer 20, thank you. Loving you and loving that lovely Mona face. I could eat it up. So cute. All right. And let's see here. You have to appeal. Okay. I'm just learning, guys, so forgive me. Again, I'm popping my cherry tonight. Okay. Let's see. Let me go back up to the top to be fair. All right. Let's see here. All right. Sasquatch says hello. Scooter Mama, hello. Mr. Circrepitus. Yes, please hit that like button, guys. Oh, Circrepitus. There we go. Let's see here. I love this when people can have fun. Circrepitus, Scooter Mom. Yep. Okay. And Becky says, Pinche Becky says you can appeal it to your insurance. A denial letter needs to be sent right. Okay, so here's the thing I just want to address really quick. Yes, yes, Pup Groomer, she is your baby. One thing I'd like to address, Becky is very, has been very helpful and knowledgeable. I just respectfully would like to say, it's great that you got all that knowledge for California, right? Um, but unfortunately, people that live in other states, rules are different, right? Not everything is the same. We have Scooter Mom from Canada. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe to all these people in the chat if you have not. They're great people doing great things in their own way. Show them some love. All right. So, getting back to this here. All right, I'm going to read this, so please forgive me. I'm not paying attention to chat right now because I got to read this. When I take a step back so that I could come back, this is how I look at things and process them. All right. As far as the issues, drama, pettiness, whatever the hell you want to call it, that is just exactly what it is. Whether it's F-Scientos, ex-Scientologists, content creators, streamers, viewers, chatters, supporters, etc. To me, it seems like almost everyone has or is losing their shit, okay? Many people have their own after-school activities. I put that in quotes, guys, okay? If you know, you know. And that's fine. It's your business, right? But to me, if you want to be taken seriously, then save that shit for later. Not while you're being live, while you're live, okay? Nobody's perfect, so don't start assuming shit, okay? This is me as a viewer. I'm talking about me when I see this stuff, okay? So let me repeat this. If you want to be taken seriously, then save that shit for later, not while being live. That's where a lot of accusations and pot stirring comes into play. Being totally shit-faced, wrecked, or high on anything where you're so high on something, it may not be obvious to you at the time, but it is to the viewers watching in real time or even on the replay crew. By all means, I'm not saying be an asshole and 100% serious all the time when live, okay? That would be so unrealistic, right? I enjoy watching the light teasing, giving each other a hard time, all in good fun. Not in the evil ways, though. That's what I don't enjoy. I love to watch all of you guys have fun while fighting the fight against Scientology. Okay? Now I'm going to stop there because I want to come back to you guys. Right now, with anything I've said, does anybody agree with that or have a problem with that? And again, I've stated it. This is me. What do you guys think so far? Let's hear what you have to say. I'm looking at the chat. Okay, Scooter Mom says, so I can tell you from what Nora said, she's a volunteer coordinator for the SPTV Foundation to find volunteers to help people set up their lives, including help, excuse me, including helping them with appointments, etc. Okay, see, that's fabulous. All right, now if I am not mistaken, Oh No Nora is in Portland, Oregon. Is that correct? Um, so I can see how that is going to be very helpful. Um, I'm hoping that there are going to be many more in different states and areas, because it's kind of hard for people to travel from different states. All right. Let's see. So Scooter Mom says in Canada, charities must be audited annually. I have been there, excuse me, I have been on the board of a charity for a total of 16 years in two parts. This is required to keep the charitable registration. Perfect. Okay, so see, that's a prime example, okay, of how things are run in Canada. All right, great. Thank you for that. All right, let's see here. Okay. Another thing I've added, that I've said it before, okay? If you, not anyone else, if you have a problem, this is not just with protesting Scientology, okay? This is in life, in everything you do. And for the most part, it's common sense. Again, I am far from perfect. When I get heated, I believe you me, I kick myself in the butt and take my own advice after the fact, sometimes when it's too late. But I also hold myself accountable and say, you know what? It sucks to bite my tongue, but I fucked up and I'm sorry. I apologize. And when you apologize to people, don't do it half ass. If you're apologizing, say where you made that mistake. Own it, fess up to it. Tell people, hey, you know what? Scooter Mom, I'm sorry that I offended you about suggesting to you to put a sign on the back of your chair so you don't have to hold it. I know you were upset with me and I'm sorry. Simple example, but I think you get the point. All right. But if you have a problem with anyone at all and it's bothering you, then just deal with that person, deal with that issue directly right away and get things cleared up. Guys, I mean, it's so freaking clear, right? Or is it just me? Right? Don't rely on others to do it for you. And the word rely, exactly what it means, depends on with full trust or confidence. Don't rely on others to do that for you. Okay? When you do that, doing that is another way of where he said, she said bullshit comes into play and words get twisted, okay? And possibly even more. So I'll stop there. Okay, so let's see. So Scooter Mom is asking, I'm assuming there's similar requirements for charities in the US. Okay, so Scooter Mom, that's great. I'm assuming that there are states that do help, but there are certain states that charities make you jump through hoops. Some charities are very giving. Some charities are limited in funds, in cash funds. Speaking for myself, when I have reached out to charities, they say, I'm sorry, we don't have any money. We gave it all out, which is fine. One point I remember that I was trying to get assistance in a charity, and they said, with a real attitude, it wasn't me, it was clear. It was right to my face. Well, we help women and children first, or people with kids first. I said, well, did I insinuate anything? No. Of course, I'd want you to help people with children first. But here's the other side of that. So many people in the state I live in are so deceptive. They get so much assistance and they're lying through their teeth. This is not an assumption, though. This part is a fact. If the lady across the street had 5 kids, right, by 3 different baby daddies, and she's getting all this money, she's still going to go for that free assistance. I myself, with my medical condition, again, I got rejected by the state. But prior to that, I went to a, was it at the, like a health department, and, or excuse me, I called them and I asked them, I said, listen, this is my issue. And I said, I'm wondering what day is your free clinic? They said, we don't have one. I said, well, what day do you give out free vouchers for referrals so I could get, medically treated or dental stuff? And they said, oh, well, we don't do that. Like, what? What the hell is wrong with you? I said, wait a minute. There's a lady I know that's 4 counties away, and she got that. So this bitch turns around and says, well, then go there to get it. I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, man, you remember the old, was it AT&T, the commercial, reach out and touch someone? Believe you me, I wanted to reach out and touch her something awful. I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Anyway, so Scooter Mom, sorry I dragged it out, but yeah, it just depends, you know? It's a circus. All right. So, okay. Facts. Let's talk about facts, okay? Facts are what matter and do matter. Same thing goes for feelings. Feelings matter. They do matter, okay? Just realize that feelings, okay? And again, anybody that's just joining in or listening, just realize that feelings get in the way of facts sometimes. And again, that's where shit gets twisted. All right? We can get so upset that we're heated in the moment and we're trying to get heard. We try, and this is in general, people. Okay, this is life in general. It's not just protesting and Scientology and this and that. It's everything in life. You know, and I've done it. I've done this. There's no finger pointing. Don't forget, a lot of people say that saying, you point one finger out and get 4 pointed back at you. People, or the expression, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. You know? And sometimes we say shit in the heat of the moment because we care. It may not always come out right, but for me, when I do that, my intentions are good. Somebody that doesn't know me might say, damn, Pita, KT Pita, man, you're coming off pretty strong. Well, it's because I care. Did it come across wrong? Did I say it wrong at the moment? Yeah, I did. I probably did. But if I, again, did something to you, let me know. And let's hash it out. Guys, we're all human beings. Nobody is better than anybody. Okay? And you know what? We all have gone through stuff in our lives. It's just that simple sometimes. Sometimes it's not, but I don't want to make it too crazy. All right, so here we go. If you allow, I want to say this too. If you allow someone to force you to look the other way, you may be missing something, because in life itself, it's not always what you see or hear, it's what you don't. Let me stop right there. Let that sink in, okay? You may be missing something in life because you looked the other way. It's not always what you see or hear, it's what you don't. What do you guys think of that? Tell me your thoughts on that. While you're thinking of that, all right, let's show some comments. So, Pinche Becky, thank you. I don't have a problem apologizing. It's not always easy, but I do it. Again, 100%. 100%. It's not easy to do. Biting that tongue, there have been times where I bit it so hard it was hanging off. I get that. Okay? So, yeah, thank you for saying that. It isn't always easy, but you do it. There you go. Um let's see here. I'm learning the buttons, guys. Pinche Becky again. I don't always remember what people say, but I do remember how they make me feel. Okay, that's valid. And we have our cute little scooter mom, laugh out loud, Becky. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is something that streamers, not just people in general, but because we're on YouTube, this is something that the streamers need to consider, which I would like them to consider, okay, when doing a live stream. Live streaming, content creators, commentators, because then when the chatters go back to asking about it at a later time, some people get angry about it, okay? And I can't understand that part. So let me backtrack, okay? Let me read this in full. Excuse me. If you allow someone to force you to look the other way, you may miss something. In life itself, it's not always what you see or hear, it's what you don't. This is something that the streamers need to consider too when doing a live stream. Excuse me, doing a live stream for the content creators, the commentators, because then the chatters going back to asking questions about it at a later time. And again, some people get angry about it. Okay. I'm going to stop there for a second. Pup Groomer 20. So true. There is always so much going on behind the scenes that we don't know about that influences everything. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. I'm going to leave that up there for a minute. Thank you, Pup Groomer 20. I appreciate you for that. Okay. Guys, Becky has acknowledged it to me, and I appreciate her for that very much. I have said, I always say, hey guys in chat, I'm sorry if I overstepped, or you know, things can't be understood in a chat, right? And I said it's nothing personal. Nothing personal at all. And chat can be very distracting. Like, okay, I'm popping it tonight. And as God is my witness, I swear I'm like not ignoring you, but I'm trying to stay focused. I like to use that word, focus. Hello. Hello, Mary. Pay attention. Mary. All right. It's crazy. It's crazy. But chat can be such a distraction. Sometimes in a great way, right? Sometimes in a great way. When a live streamer is out there doing their thing, we as the viewers are looking at them going, hey, look behind you, right? Or this or that. I saw that person. So, for example, the other day, we all know Miss Kim in Texas, right? Miss Kim. She is a longtime viewer and lurker and chatter, and now a longtime streamer. And she's very enjoyable. She's doing her thing, and it's hot as hell out in Texas. So the other day she was doing a live stream, and I said in chat, because she had a sign and whatnot, yada yada. So I said, hey, Miss Kim, you see that pole, or that, excuse me, metal post behind you? Why not go to Home Depot and get some magnets and just pop that sign right up there? So when she read my chat, it came across clear, and she was like, "Wow, Peta, that's a good idea. I got to remember that." So see, that was a simple interaction that was helpful. But certain times when the chat's going wild and there's all these people in there and boom, 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 it's like, holy crap. That's enough to make somebody have a drink or a smoke or whatever they never did. They're about to do it. Those that are out there protesting, they look for the nearest bar or something like, get me the hell out of here. It's chat. Chat, 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 chat. You know? And I always am the first one to say, you know, if I made a typo. How many of you here in the chat right now? How many of you here in the chat have had me respond or say something in the chat and it's like the same thing repeated 100 times or typos? Anybody? Bueller? Oh my God. I know I've done it so many times and it's like, damn. I literally put bold letters, damn, typos. I feel so bad. Oh Lord. Yeah. it's it's just insane. But guys, I had written this on my community post, and and I, again, a main point of not just sharing what I feel and what I know is because it's because I care. Okay? It truly is because I care. And you know, chat is a wonderful thing depending on how you use it, you know. And a lot of people use words very loosely. I love you. Um, you know, I'm not saying everybody, but I personally know when they mean it, you know, and then there are other times I'm just like, it's a saying. I love you is a very strong comment, you know. Um, a lot of hypocrisy to me is very painful. A lot of expressions I've used, you know, I had to take a step back so that I could come back. Uh, Facts, you know, hashtag facts. You'll see it in my community post. Hashtag facts, hashtag feelings. Don't get the two twisted because it rarely works, guys. It rarely works. And sometimes, including myself, my point cannot get across well. Hmm. Okay. Let me go back to the chat. Good evening, Carrie Ann. Hey, Carrie Ann. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. All right. Carrie Ann, if you're not subscribed to her, please go to her channel, subscribe. Okay. Let's see here. Pinche Becky, I've been a chatter way longer than a streamer. Being boots on the ground, you don't always see what chat can see. Exactly. Exactly. And Scooter Mom agrees. Very true, Becky. Sometimes that sun could be a real bitch too, right? It's so bright, and if you adjust your brightness on your screen, it eats up your battery. And when you live in a hot place, it's a whammy. And Pinche says, Peta, I've said it many times directly to you. I appreciate you very much. You know what? Thank you, Becky. And yeah, yeah. I appreciate you guys for being here. You know, it's been a, I don't want to say it's been a it has, but it hasn't been procrastinating, right? Because it wasn't really nerves. It was just like actually learning how to set this up and, you know, how's it going to go? And sometimes I subject jump, you know, and it's hard for me to stay on topic, stay focused. You know, I might start talking about this and then jump to that. And I really wanted my first time to be on something else, but I figured let's just start with this and then see where the rest goes. So again, thank you so much, everybody that is here tonight. Um, you know, from the heart. It's like I wasn't even sure if anybody would be here, but I guess it is what it is. So yeah, again, this is because I do care. Again, I have been with this since the '80s. There was one time it was funny. Becky didn't know me, I didn't know her. And and I was like, I've been around since the '80s. And she was like, oh, yeah. She's like, well, I've been around since the '70s. Now she was live, I was a chatter, right? So I could say she was like full fledged, like, oh, yeah. Like, what you gonna do? I'm just playing, but I'm just playing. But see, again, my chat got lost in translation because I didn't get to finish, and I think I put something like, I've been around since the '80s when it comes to Scientology, you know? So, but I was like, she's moving her neck so quick, she's gonna get whooplash. And yeah, Becky says, I learned on the fly. You're doing great. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Scooter Mama, yes. Oh my goodness. And again, pup groomer. That's very true. Yeah. Well, this thing isn't as bad as I thought. Okay. All right. So also, guys, you know, we all got things in our lives. For me, right? Instead of saying you guys, for me, all my life, one good thing happens that it's taken forever, and then boom, as soon as something good happens, 10 things fall on me. No joke. 10 things, right? And a lot of people say, oh, have a good attitude and be positive. You know, again, it depends who's saying it to me, and it is nice, right? But realistically, be positive my ass. I'm You want me to be positive? Okay, I'm positive this shit stinks. That's how positive I am. I'm positive this is bullshit. I swear, the good people, it seems that the good people always get crapped on and the assholes get everything, right? Not, I mean, that's just how I feel. It's like every time I try, I get kicked in the ass. And then some people would use the saying, well, you know, God only gives you what you can handle, right? If he didn't think you were strong enough, he wouldn't give this to you. So when I'm in a pissy ass mood, then I turn around and say, yeah, well, then I could lift a goddamn Buick. That's how strong I am. I think Scooter Mom, lol, you're funny, Pete. Yeah, am I funny or funny looking? How do you mean I'm funny? uh, yeah. Joe Pesci, right? How am I funny? Pinche, nah. It fucking sucks when you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Yeah, and it's not that but it's not that I want it to drop. It's just my thing. It's just my thing. You know? It's like I could wish in one hand and crap in the other. Which one's gonna get filled first? Right? Ugh. So annoying. All right. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee because if I don't have coffee, I'm gonna flip my shit. I'm a coffee ho ho. Scooter Mom. Well, I can't wait to see you. You know, I hope that things will get better. I mean, I know I want things to get better, you know. And I again talking about that wish word. But I'll give you guys a little fun fact. When I was like I think it was like 10 or 11 years old, I was lucky enough, and I wasn't a spoiled brat neither. I grew up old school. So for my family to struggle and then find a way to pay for me to go to Girl Scout, or was it Girl Scout camp? Either it was Girl Scouts or Brownies. I can't. No, I don't know. Shit, I'm old. Well, anyway, it's one of the two. Who cares? But you know, back in the day, you had these programs where, like, for this session, you pay X amount of dollars and you go here, there. Well, one of the excursions I got to go on to was Canada, and it was wonderful. The people were so nice, and it was so exciting to go with the camp counselors and all the kids and go there. And I'll never forget, we had this place called Miller's Creek Campsite, and the water pump was an actual pump where you had to pump the handle to get water out. And that was my first time. Well, I'll save that for another time. But anyway, we had a good time. And there was the revolving restaurant, and this mall was the bomb. You walked in this place and you took the escalator down, and there was a full size Ferris wheel in the mall. And as a kid, especially, you know, not a rich one, you're like, oh my God, wow, look at this. But I will say this, Canada, back in the 80s and 90s, a small ice cream cone, really $4? Huh? $4? I don't even know what $4 is in Canadian. It's good, Mom. It's a rule. You come to Canada, we make it you rough it. Well, I love the camping, that part. But yeah, it was, and I'm pretty sure. So Scooter Mom or anybody in here in the chat from Canada, it was called Miller's Creek Campsite. And there was a beautiful botanical garden not that far away. It was gorgeous. And I believe in the entrance there was a big botanical circle, like all these beautiful flowers and plants, but the center of it was a clock, like the hands. It was pretty cool. Anybody know what I'm talking about, or am I just on an island by myself? No? Okay, no problem. All right. Okay, so my first night. I've talked a lot. Uh, Anybody have any questions you'd like to ask for me, or anything you want to say? Please have at it. Scooter Mom says I've never heard of it, but it's not very far from Toronto. Oh, you're talking about the Ferris wheel in the mall? Is that what you're talking about, Scooter Mom? Bean Shavecki, well, I wasn't even allowed to go away to college, let alone camp. Yeah, you know, I have to say, with the shit I went through growing up, and what I went through, hell, as a kid, I I think that my family did anything possible to get me to go to camp so that I wouldn't be subjected more to what I was already subjected to, if that makes sense. Maybe I didn't say it right. Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe another way I could word it is I wasn't privileged. It was summer camp Girl Scout camp wasn't it wasn't a luxury. It was an escape and a way to protect me. Thank you. Okay. I just, again, this is my way to talk to you guys and be on the other side of the fence. And Scooter Mom, no, thank you. Scooter Mom says, I just want to thank you for being so helpful in my chat. Well, you know what? Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for trusting me. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Scooter Mama says, oh, Miller's Creek. Yes, that it was. I don't know why that always stuck in my head, but Miller's Creek campsite. Yeah, that's where, or maybe that's the name of the town or the I don't know the terminology. I haven't been to Canada, like I said, since I was a kid, but Miller's Creek always stuck in my head for sure. Becky, my mom lost four kids, so she was very protective of us. I've never had kids, and thank God, because nowadays they're just spoiled brats. Not gonna lie, they're all entitled. They come out of the womb with like an iPad and all this stuff and smart ass shit. The only children I had are fur babies. They talk back, but at least they're not rude or entitled. But yeah, Becky, I can't even imagine. You know, I do know from hearing it from others that one of the worst nightmares a parent can have is losing their child. That the parent is supposed to go first, if anything. But yeah, it it can be it can. Well, I don't know. I can't speak on it because I've never been a mom. I've been a mother, if you get my drift, but I've never been a mom. Back in the day, it was like you know the mothers would shake their finger at you, or a chancla, which is a slipper or a shoe, and say, I hope one day you have kids, because what you did to me, they're going to do 10 times worse to you. Yeah. Oh, God. Telling you. I'm telling you. Anybody else? Anybody want to share something? Get it off your chest? Anybody feel the same way I do about the 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 one thing, like I said, is with the streaming, the live streaming, and the connection of the chatters, that crossover. I mean, if you know somebody, then it's a little bit different. But chat in general, does anybody feel the same way that sometimes they're misunderstood? Or that they don't understand? Okay. So what I'm going to do here is, let's see here. I'm not looking at the chat right now, just for a second. So give me one moment. One second, guys. Where the hell is it? I'm looking for something, guys, so just give me a sec. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to try something. Wait a minute. Did I do that? No, wait. I don't think I did. Hold up. Okay, I'm glad I caught myself. Okay, so guys in the chat, I'm going to go one by one. All right. Because one thing I love about this community, okay, is that we could be in different countries. And I think sharing each other, meaning your channels, can help a lot. Oh, hey, before I go on, we have somebody new in the chat, but not new to me. Danette. Hi, KT, Scooter Mom, and Miss Becky. Thank you so much for coming to the live. Thank you. Appreciate you. Now, for you specifically, I want to ask because I'm pretty sure I know, but if I screw it up, I got to know now. Is it pronounced Danetti? If that's correct, Danetti, put a Y in the chat. A Y stands for yes, if you didn't know. Okay. Oops, sorry. Here we go. Okay, thank you for the response. No, it's Don Et. So Danette. Oh, I said it right the first time. Damn. Okay, cool. Hello. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. All right. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, I know, right? Hello. How you doing? All right. Or no, it's more like Norbit. How you doing? All right. So, getting back to before I forget. Okay, so sharing is a great way, right? And I learn something new every day. So on the phone is a hell of a lot different than a computer, a personal computer or laptop. So what I learned is that for the sptv.space, if you have that in your bio on YouTube and you click on that, it'll open up in a new area of your phone. And I don't know about doing it while you're live streaming, but I also like to help the streamers, and I'll keep that tab open to see who's live if they ask, right? So you can always say, hey, guys, when I end this stream, some call it a room raid or supportive, however you want to call it. I think that's a great way to pass it on because many of us may not have had time because they have a busy schedule, family, work, problems, right? Or they never knew about the channel. So, what a great way to support somebody by putting it out there, you know? Like I know from my perspective, there are a lot of countries outside the US that are not getting acknowledged. So I try to support them. Okay. Scooter Mom agrees, right? It's wonderful. I love room rates. Outstanding, say. Agreed, right? So whenever it's possible, try to keep in mind if you have a mod, that's a great way because they're able to get that stuff for you and do a room raid. And if there's, every channel deserves support. But if there's willingly, or excuse me, that's the wrong word, not willingly, but knowingly, if there's a live streamer that a lot of people are familiar with, support whoever you want. That's you're the one that's clicking, right? You're the one that's paying your bills. You know, I don't go for that shit. You support who you want to support, right or wrong. That's your decision. In the end, everybody, that is your decision, right? But why not give support to people that are not maybe coming up or acknowledged enough? You know, again, that saying, what a little kindness goes a long way, kindness is free. There was one time I saw a live streamer and I never saw them before, at least that I can remember. And I shared that with somebody. I said, "Hey, so and so's live, Hopefully they get subs and they get watched and people can view." Right? Pup Groomer 20. I love room raids too. They are fun. Exactly, right? Bean Chevecki, I won't be going live anytime soon, but I will support the streamers, especially the smaller channels. Thank you. Say, you know? All right. So, what I'm going to do here, guys, give me a second. I'm not going to be paying full attention to chat right now. I want to try to walk and chew gum at the same time. But Scooter Mom, yes, I've been focusing on supporting the smaller channels lately, you know? And it's, whatever the controversy is, numbers and donations and this and that, it's not the point. That's not the only point, right? To me, maybe it is about the donations and the viewers and the subs, but it's also about being seen. We all want to be seen, right? And it's not just a dick swinging thing. And women can be dick swingers too, right? It's like, oh yeah, I said it earlier in a live, "Quién es más macho," which means, who's more of a man. But it goes for women too. Women can be just as catty and nasty, right? It shows somebody that you care. And if you don't have all the time in the world to watch them, just try 2 seconds. Like, subscribe, go in the chat. Hey, just want to stop in and say what's up. Or, hey, keep doing what you're doing. What the hell? BJ Becky, Titty Swingers. That's a good one. Yeah, that is a good one. Scooter Mom, right? Yes, we can be. You know what? I don't care how religious you are or not. Eve is a bitch. She screwed it up for everybody. Why'd you have to eat that apple? You whore. Not, I'm just playing. Seriously, why'd you eat the apple? Why? Why? You messed it up for everybody. You did. Damn. I mean, there's so many diets out there, right? Couldn't you have started the first one? No fruit diet. No apples for you. All right, so getting back to it. All right, so give me a second. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Here we go. I'm going to do one by one. All right. If you haven't liked, shared, or subscribed, there's room for everybody. We all are important and we all matter, right? And if you don't like somebody, stay the hell away from them. Life in general. Life in general. I don't give a damn who you are. And while I'm doing my thing here, confidence is a great thing to have, but cockiness can be real ugly. So the first one I put up, the first link I put up, guys, that is to Caucasian Saskatchewan. Oh, Sasquatch. What the hell's wrong with me? I'm drinking coffee. Let get it right. Get it right, Peter. Caucasian Sasquatch. Huh. Second link up there, guys, is Decrepitus. Okay. You can find him here on the YouTube as well. Excuse me. I always love saying this. And Scooter Mom, if you and Lucy don't like it anymore, I won't be saying our friends to the north. I just love it. I love Canada. I don't give a damn. I love it. But if it bothers you, let me know. I love saying our friends to the north. Third one up, Scooter Mom. She is my Canadian friend to the north. Love her. You know, like I said, some of the people, it's not just the US, but as far as we're talking now about protesting, okay? Protesting against the cult of Scientology. Some of our friends in the other countries aren't getting recognition. Hello, recognition either. Damn. Okay. So let's give them some love. All right. All these links, you guys. Okay, Scooter Mom says, I have no problem with it. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much. Ethel. Now we have Pup Groomer. That's popping up there, guys. This is an easy way for you to like and subscribe and share if you like. What I try to do is a couple times it's happened where I come into the chat late. But I share the live on my channel to let people know. And let's not forget all those wonderful creators and people that put all the hard work, effort, and not just that, the creativity and their own money out of their pocket. Okay. I don't know if you guys know this. The people that created the Squad Cam and the SPTV.space, those people used their own money out of their pocket. Did you guys know that? All their talents put together and their minds and their knowledge, but there was money out of their pocket. And they did that because, like me, they care. They care. They wanted to. They felt a need for it, a priority for it, a benefit. You guys, they made their own TV guide for us, for the YouTube world, for the internet. I can't even draw a freaking stick figure, let alone do this shit that they did. Okay. All right. So while you guys are chatting, the next link I put up was Hey Carrie Ann. And guys, if you're not familiar with these wonderful people, just like I said, go like and subscribe. Check out their bios, see what they're about. Give them a thumbs up over there. All right, let's see here. You guys talk while I look. I say talk, but you guys know what I mean. Okay. Now, I'm not, again, I'm doing my thing. I'm not looking at the chat. Okay. So I want you to hear this. I know Pinche Becky said that she's not, uh, live anymore for her own reasons, and it's nobody's business. Nobody's. If she wants to say something, she has her own mouth, and God knows she could use it. There's no hesitation there. Said with love. But I'm gonna put up her channel anyway, okay? Because if and when she ever decides that she wants to come back, whether it's whatever it is, I'm not even gonna go there. Whatever it is she wants to do, at least you'll know she's there. Okay? Okay, I know I subscribe to Donette. Donette. Let's see here. And see, I'll be honest, I got nothing to bullshit about. I subscribe to so many people, and for the most part, I might know one thing about them. Do I watch all of them, all the single, every day, all the time? No, I don't. That's one of my flaws, right? But what I do is just a little like and subscribe and a share. If anything, a like and subscribe, right? And when I can, I share. Where the hell is it? Let me do it here. Something is going on over here. All right, hold on. I'm gonna come back to chat because I got distracted for a second. Danette, sorry, fur baby is struggling even with TV turned up with ocean waves. Just administered some calming medicine. Fireworks all around me. Oh Lord, yeah. Guys, if that's another thing, 4th of July, right? I I have such a love for animals, and I get that. It's so hard to see them suffer. That it makes them shiver and cry and hide under the bed or in the closet or lock themselves in a room by accident and chew the door. Ugh. Even those thunder jackets, they don't always work that well. Oh, Peter, you're making me cry. Why am I making you cry? Nana, why? Let's see. Yeah, Scooter Mom, I know it's I guess that's kind of like a parent with a human child, like their child. It's like whenever you see them hurt or scared or something, you just want to do anything to make them feel better. I miss my chat. Aw, this is so sweet, guys. Love you too. Pup groomer, yes. Becky, you are always welcome and safe in my chat. I do not allow that kind of crap. Scooter Mama, there you go. Thank you. Yep, Becky says thank you. See? All right, so I want to address something. I said I was going to stop for a minute, but I lied. No, not that one. Oh, yeah, that one. I'm okay. I miss my chat. I miss so many streamers, but I'm afraid of going into their stream. I don't want any blowback on their channel and their chat. Okay. When I finished doing what I was doing, Becky. I might come back to that. I wanted to address your comment, okay? Because everybody wants to be seen. Some more than others, right? But just give me a second. So you guys keep on chatting. Danette, I want to ask you something. Again, I'm a newbie. I mean, I'm not a newbie to excuse me, to chatting and supporting, but this is my first live and navigating everything, right? Not your problem. That's a me thing. That's my problem. I'm trying as best as I can, and I'm having problems seeing uh do me a favor. Let's see. Let me show this here really quick. Danette. All right. Let me try it one more time. Is it I know I subbed to you because I remember clicking on it, but you know how YouTube acts a fool sometimes. Um, there's a couple of people that came into streaming and I was supporting them, telling them, hey, I'm not a streamer, but I know YouTube, like, for over 2 weeks my notifications for the streamers weren't going off and things that I liked were automatically unliked. I'm like, what? What the hell? Um, did that do me a favor? Uh, type in the chat your handle so I can search it. And while you're doing that, hey, Carrie, FYI, you're doing great, KTP. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. It's awesome. I don't want to sound like a broken record. It is my first, but thank you for that support. And thank you for coming into the live stream. Thank you so much. It makes a gal feel good. All right. So guys, let's say goodnight to Pup Groomer. Show her some love. Thank you. You're doing great, but it's time for me to go. So you have a great night, Pup Groomer. Thank you for coming into the chat and into the live. I appreciate you. And guys, show Pup Groomer some love. Danette, do me a favor in the chat. Type your handle so I can grab it and put your link in there. Okay. And I'm sorry if I didn't already say it. If you want to, you don't have to, but I'd like to support you in the chat. And if you don't want to share or you don't have a handle, Danette, just let us know, and that's no big deal, And while you're doing that, let's see here. Oh, that's a hit. You're going live, Pup Groomer, you dirty dog. Ain't it? You think I'm stupid? Yo, what the hell? Pup Groomer, you trying to be slick, ain't you? Just because I love dogs and animals, you're tripping. I know. I can read between the lines, girl. I can read between the lines, boo boo. Oh. No, Danette, not your email. Do you have a YouTube channel? I mean, I'm grateful that you're here regardless and a subscriber and in the chat, but I'm asking, do you have a YouTube channel? Because I'd like to pop you in the chat so people can subscribe. Oh, Scooter Mom. Okay. No, I'm just playing with you. I appreciate that. That was very thoughtful of you. That's very much professional courtesy. Scooter Mom, it's almost time for diamond painting. Okay, I'll tell you what, guys. Danette, and also Carrie, FYI, if you guys have YouTube channels, let me know here, and then we'll wrap it up. I don't want to wear out my welcome on my first night. Okay, see, this is great, guys. Jeanette says I don't stream at all, but excuse me, I don't stream at all, but I support all of you guys. See, that's awesome. No, you're welcome. Thank you. All right, guys, let's see. All right, I want to thank you all for being here. I appreciate all your comments, your support. Um, this is my first. I don't think it'll be my last, but I hope I didn't embarrass myself. And if I did, oh well, shit happens, right? All right, you guys have a great night. Hit that like button. Please make sure you're subscribed. And one more thing before I go. I am so new that I don't have uh memberships, or let alone even if I want to do that if my channel grows. Okay, I appreciate what I have, and that's that. But see, I lost my thought. Damn it! Hold on. Oh, that's because I'm typing and chewing gum. Um, I don't have any memberships, and like I said, if my channel grows, I don't know if I will or I won't. Uh, it's too early to even say anything. I don't want to get that far. Okay. What I will say is this, and I don't like to insinuate anything whatsoever, but I'm going to put this up here. Okay. And if you would like to support me in that way, I would appreciate it. And if not, that is fine too. That is fine too. All right. So, guys, thank you. I appreciate it so much. I don't want to overstay my first time, but Pinche Becky, great stream tonight. Great stream, excuse me. You did great. Thank you. Scooter Mom, have a good night, Pita. I don't have that stuff yet either. Okay. All right, guys, let's end it there. I thank you again, all. Have a wonderful night. Be kind and be good. And if you can't be good at it. Catch you later.